Hello pumpkin people, welcome back to my channel. So today I am out hunting for fall and Halloween decorations. It feels like it has been forever since I made one of these videos, but really it's been like maybe a week or two. But my last video was my early fall home tour. I showed you guys how I'm using some of the new stuff that I've gotten and how I transition into the fall season. So I will have that video linked down below. If you guys haven't checked it out yet, I would love it if you would go give it a watch. So right now I am at Homegoods. I actually just walked out of the store. I didn't film an intro before going in because my Homegoods and TJ Maxx stores are so slow this year putting anything out that I was fully expecting to go in there and walk straight back out. But they did have some stuff and some really cute things, so I filmed in there. And now I have to swing by Joann's for a ribbon pickup. And I have to swing by Dollar Tree as well for a vase pickup. So I figured if I see anything new in those stores, then I will film that as well. I hope you guys will see something that you like in this video. I know I sure did when I was in Homegoods. But I left empty-handed because I do actually have a haul that I need to get around to filming for you guys. So yeah, let me show you what was inside of my Homegoods, and then we will head to Joann's and Dollar Tree if there's anything new. So as you'll see, Homegoods has no shortage of the gorgeous Mercury glass pumpkins. If you are a true OG of my channel, like within my first probably 1,000 subscribers, then you know I used to decorate with these. I had a ton of them and the stems pop off of them, so be careful when you pick these up in store. That's why I'm kind of grabbing them by the body and not by the stem. And these range from like $12.99 all the way up to $24.99. I've seen some of them cost, like the bigger ones. So I think that's a fair price considering what the pumpkins that are similar to this at places like Joann's are going for, and even the at-home store. So something that I really loved are these wood cutouts that have that vintage inspired look. They're only $5.99, and I considered getting the jack-o'-lantern with the witch hat, but I left it behind because I do have a haul to share with you guys very soon. And I used to own that pumpkin. That is one of my favorite ones in the store. I just love the tall ones. I think they're so fun and unique and whimsical. So like I said, there's just a ton of these. There is definitely one to suit everybody's style. I have been on the lookout for these copper jack-o'-lantern buckets this year because I've collected these for the past 3 years now from Homegoods and TJ Maxx and Marshalls. That big one is $24.99, but I saw it at TJ Maxx about a week ago for $19.99. In fact, my husband bought me one, so it's a better deal if you can find these at TJ Maxx, or at least in that size. And I did see this felt pumpkin. We're gonna see a lot of felt stuff, and this velvet one is so cute. Unfortunately, there was no price tag though. I did see a few little signs here at Homegoods, but honestly not much. Right now the focus seems to be more on the pumpkins, which I'm not mad about because like I said, I think they are so pretty, and there's one for everyone. They have the opalescent ones, the clear ones, blue ones. We're gonna see pink ones, gold ones. I mean, the list goes on and on. Now this one is really big. It's $29.99, and I think it's amazing. Like I said, I used to decorate with these, but they break easily in storage. Maybe for me because we don't have a lot of storage space, so I have to make the most use out of my totes, and I was putting a ton of stuff in the same totes as them, so I did have some crack, and I ended up selling them to a bride who used them at her wedding, which is so cool, but for me, it's more of the storage thing than anything else. I still think they're absolutely stunning though. So I saw this little cube. It says, "A witch and her little monsters live here," I think. That's a really popular quote this year. I mean, we've seen it before, but I've been seeing that in a lot of things at Homegoods and TJ Maxx, and they have this medium size copper jack-o'-lantern. And I want to say there's at least 3 to 4 other sizes, so a lot of options. I did see this gnome. He actually has feet. I think he's the first one I've seen with feet. Normally it's just like a bean bag bottom. But yeah, he had feet and he stands up, so I thought that was kind of cool. Here's another velvet pumpkin, $12.99. So maybe that means the rust one that we saw is also $12.99, although this one is a little bit smaller. So the buckets also come in a gunmetal color that reminds me of a witch's cauldron. I thought it would be really cool to put some like wrapped up tulle, white tulle in there with some fairy lights and kind of make it look like a potion was bubbling, or if you have some sort of like a little fog machine you could put in there, that would be super, super cool. So they have these lanterns that are made out of wood, and they have the sequin kind of appliques on them. I think they're cool. I just wish they didn't have the chicken wire because I feel like chicken wire and sequins are not quite a vibe, but maybe that's just me. So one of you asked me in my last TJ Maxx shop with me if they had fall candles out yet. I am at Homegoods, but because they're sister companies, I kind of consider them one and the same. They had very few scented fall candles. They have a few decorative ones, but I'm really hoping that they put some more fall candles out because I love going into Homegoods and TJ Maxx and just smelling all the fall candles each fall, and I wasn't able to do that on this trip. But here is one of those decorative candles. It's a truck and there is a pumpkin lid. For some reason, this one did not have the pumpkin lid, secured to it. So if you happen to come across one that doesn't have a lid, I would let somebody know if you want to purchase it that it is defective, and hopefully they'll give you a discount. Here is a fall version of the chicken wire lantern. This one is $14.99, and I should mention that these do feel like they're very nice quality. They're very sturdy, heavy. So I think that $14.99 for how nice of a piece this is a pretty good deal. Now this little rose gold pumpkin just stole my heart. I had one of those when I used to decorate with these, and when I started my channel on YouTube, like everything was rose gold. I had a rose gold obsession, so that was super nostalgic to see. How cute is this little mini copper jack-o'-lantern? I love it. I actually have that one already from last year, and it's only $6.99. So I saw this pumpkin. It is actually a candle. It's huge. It was only $19.99, and I love the way that that looks. It reminds me of something that I just placed an order for. I'm hoping it comes in time before I film my next haul video so I can show it to you guys. and just more glass pumpkins. The orange one with the pearls is so pretty. If I had a beauty room, I would totally get that and put it in there. I saw these pumpkins from the Martha Stewart collection. They are very elegant and classy. They're upscale looking, the kind of thing you could keep for years and have it never go out of style. So I really like those. And then next door we have more felt ghosts. These convey more of that like whimsical, fun, vintage Halloween sort of a look. I have one of these from a couple years ago, and I fully intend on bringing it out again this Halloween. And then I love these wooden bowls. This one is a turkey. There's also a squirrel. I feel like these are very elevated and elegant as well. Very just sophisticated, I guess. So I love them. I thought they were so cool. This one is $14.99 and you can put dry food in them, it says. So they have tons of adorable sprinkles. I love the food section at TJ Maxx and Homegoods. I thought this was so cool, the pumpkin spice latte. All you have to do is add hot water. So this is so easy to make. I definitely was so close to purchasing that, but I'm trying to watch my calories, and that had a lot of sugar in it. So I did come across a couple Rae Dunn items, and I was shocked because when I used to collect Rae Dunn a couple years ago, it was so hard to find. So I was surprised to see a few Halloween items left behind. So they had the witch tumbler. They have some Nightmare Before Christmas stuff. I saw this melamine bowl for $9.99, and I also saw shot glasses that we'll see in a little bit. Check out the sprinkles. These ones have little tiny bats. They were so adorable, and $3.99, I feel like that's not that much more than like the specialty sprinkles that you would see at a grocery store. And there's tons of, different varieties of these. This one has stars and the Halloween colors. So definitely check out Homegoods for fun sprinkles and baking items. These tablecloths reminded me of like a elementary school Halloween party. It was all the nostalgia vibes coming back to me. There's a few different versions of it. I love these. I honestly may consider getting one for a Halloween tablescape in my dining room. These are the cutest little placemats, especially if you have kids or just if you decorate in a whimsical style for yourself for Halloween. You get 4 of them for $12.99. And to the right of these, I found a Rae Dunn Treats canister. I have not collected this stuff in years. I don't really decorate with it. I have a couple pieces left, and still I got like this rush finding it. Don't know if it's a hard to find item or not, but if you know, you know. If you've ever collected Rae Dunn, then you know it's more about the thrill of the hunt than anything else. So more sprinkles, fall drinks, and I just can't wait for like that first chilly day when you're just like, that's it, I'm baking, I'm doing my fall baking. So let me know your favorite fall things to bake down below. And look at this tiered tray. It's so spooky, but like elegant, weirdly at the same time. Like, how did they do that? I don't know, but they did that. And it was just $14.99. I feel like that's a really good price. So here is a massive, massive, big sign. It's huge, $130. If you are really, really into Halloween and you host like a party every year, I feel like that is made for you. So this is actually the Marshall side of my Homegoods where they have the cosmetics. So I stepped in and I found a few fall and Halloween hand soaps, and I also found Rae Dunn cotton balls, you'll see in a second, that were so stupid expensive. I don't know, I would never pay the price that they were asking, but I thought I would show you just a few fun things I found in this area. So now we are in Joann's. I had to stop in and pick up some ribbon that I will be hauling in an upcoming video. This location is not the one that I took you to in the last couple videos. This is one that's bigger and in a higher traffic area, and yet they had way less stuff. Joann's seems to be behind, definitely, this year, putting out fall and Halloween. I can remember a couple years back they had fallout before the 4th of July. So they are behind this year. I'm sure it has to do with the pandemic, but it is a bummer because the other stores have been able to get stuff out for the most part. So let's talk about Joann's pricing. I touched on this in my last Joann's video, but there were still a ton of comments about the pricing. Yes, if you look at these price tags, the price is super high. It's ridiculously expensive, but Joann's is just like Michael's and Hobby Lobby, where they will put everything on a big clearance eventually. So right now I think everything is already 30% off. And if you go and look in my previous videos, like a month ago, they had their summer stuff already 60% off, and it was just the middle of summer. So this stuff will go on major clearance soon, and a lot of times they have like double coupons that you can stack together, and they run different promotions from time to time. So never buy this stuff full price. Don't let the price scare you. If you see something you really like, you can definitely get it for way cheaper. So the sign here, wow, I really like this. I'm so happy they did something without words, because you guys know how I feel about that. And I like this one too, despite the words. I love the little pampas grass on there. I feel like you could leave that out year round if you have more of that like earthy style or a boho style. And I wanted to show you guys these dish towels. They're so cute. They look like back to school to me. The little apple motif is really fun, and they give me a vintage fall vibe. So I really liked these. There was very little Halloween out at this store, but I had not seen this lantern yet. It is $29.99, but when this goes on sale for like 40 or 50% off, it'll be similarly priced to the ones that we see at TJ Maxx and Homegoods and those sorts of stores. I will tell you guys, the one thing I was looking for here from the Halloween section were the jack-o'-lantern canisters that have a vintage look to them. They are so cute. I saw them in somebody else's video, and I haven't seen them in my stores yet, so I'm excited for those to come in. Now this is their Thanksgiving collection. These colors just speak to my soul. They're just like the neutral tans and browns. I like a little bit more color than this, but I love those. And the plates are really pretty. They're $19.99, so obviously like way too expensive to buy multiples of, even on sale in my opinion, but this turkey plate would be great for like an appetizer plate for any of your fall or Thanksgiving festivities. They also have this gravy boat, and I have a gravy boat from Crate and Barrel. I don't know the price that it was because it was a wedding gift, but I'm sure it was more than this, and it looks so similar. This is only one-sided, so you could flip it around if you wanted to use it decoratively and get the look for less. They also have a giving plate, and I think this is the year I'm going to get one because I've wanted one for a while. I have a neighbor who's given us cookies so many times, and I don't bake often, so I haven't returned the favor, but she gives cookies to everyone, so I feel like I would love to get that plate and give it to her so she could pass it on to another neighbor. And then they have the disposable plates and napkins. They're really pretty. Honestly, they're so pretty. So I really liked those. Okay, so next I went to Dollar Tree. I actually ended up going to like 3 different stores. My area has not put a good selection of fall and Halloween out at any store yet, so I had to actually go to a few different locations to get enough footage to put in here. So this store just has some of the Halloween crafting items. A lot of this stuff is new, and these bows are definitely new with the little skulls on them. That's kind of cool that they put the skulls on them, because I don't think we've seen that at Dollar Tree before. And then they have the little ceramic white paintable figurines. These are more Day of the Dead inspired, and the 2 skulls are different. I'll do a side by side so you can see. check out this little fairy garden skeleton pumpkin camper. How cute. I don't know if Dollar Tree always does a Halloween fairy garden. I feel like I don't remember that in the past, but I'm not super into fairy gardens, or I like them, but I just don't make them myself. So let me know if those are new. They also have fall fairy garden items and accessories. Here's a close-up of what is in the accessory box. I don't think it was fully open yet, so I didn't get into it, but this one was open, and they have the little cats. I thought those are so cute. They look like Sabrina, the Teenage Witch Salem, her cat. They have the fairies. There were a lot of fairies left, and they also had like some little signs. So you could do a really nice fairy garden with all the little details that you could ever dream of out of just Dollar Tree items. Also, I have to give props where props are due to Dollar Tree. Their yard stakes and their signs are so much nicer this year than they have ever been. So these are metal. You can actually use these out in the elements, unlike their old signs that would just flop over. Even though you know, most of this stuff isn't really my style, I have to just appreciate how much better it has gotten this year than the previous year. So good job, Dollar Tree. Give whoever is coordinating this collection a raise. They deserve it. So here are the fall version of the little ceramic things, and check out how pretty this sign is. Like, it's just so pretty and elegant compared to what they used to be. My goodness. And these are made out of tin, so they are super, super nice and high quality. And the pumpkins look real on them. It's just a really nice collection. So I know a lot of people like to decorate with buffalo check for fall, and they have a lot of buffalo check here. And even on these little pillows that I think you would hang off of a door. So those are pretty cool, and definitely updated styles compared to, again, what they used to have here. I was very excited to find their gorgeous velvet pumpkins. They are so nice this year with the gold stem and the jewel tones. This is all that was left, even though the store is really well stocked. Someone came in and wiped them out of all the other colors, but that's okay because all I wanted was a rust and a moss, and I got them. They have the buffalo check pumpkins. All the black ones are gone, so if you haven't seen, there's also a black and white version, but they were wiped out of those too. And then they have just tons of the old school pumpkins that we've seen for a while. You can see these are completely stocked. So someone came in looking for the buffalo check and the velvet, and they got them all. So I don't know if these are new or if people have showed these before, but they're little tabletop box signs. They look like they came straight out of a Hobby Lobby or a Michael's. The quality is not great, but the look of them is exactly like what you would pay a lot more money for at one of those stores, especially this buffalo check one. They also have a ton of wreath forms. I don't know if these are like new for fall or returning, but they have the wheel, and then they have a football, which I think would be so cool if you're a football mom to put your kids' school colors on that wreath. So that's basically it. That is what I saw at my Dollar Trees. Yes, there were 3 of them, and that's all that I could find. So I hope you guys enjoyed hunting for fall and Halloween with me. I have plenty more videos for the fall season coming up very soon. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you in a future video. Bye now.